Hola mi gente, ¿cómo están? I hope you guys are doing amazing today. I'm doing so good because I'm sitting here with you and I'm just really happy to be here. I have my little baby Yoda and he's always here by my side. He's kind of like a big Yoda, but I love having him near me. I wanted to sit down and film a little it's not necessarily a Q&A because nobody has asked me questions, but it's more so like a just sit down and chat with me video. I feel like I have a lot of things that have been sitting on my shoulders and on my chest that I want to get off of my chest and just kind of talk to somebody. And I feel like I've been kind of avoiding filming videos just because I've been in this mode of go 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 and kind of stressful moments, but also moments full of gratitude. And I don't know, I was like, you know what, if I want to film a video, why don't I just sit down and talk about what's on my heart and just share it with you guys. So hopefully you like these kinds of videos. I know I usually do more artsy fashion videos, but I kind of want my channel to be a place where I can just go and upload what I feel like I want to upload, just because I have so many interests and there's so many things that are on my mind. I feel like I'm just talking and not saying anything, but without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about, aside from, actually the first thing I do want to say is that I really love this top. It's so cute. It has little diamonds and it has these little bell sleeves. I got it from H&M in Mexico, I think. Yeah, Mexico last year, and I love it. I love the color. So anyways, segueing into the topic I actually want to talk about. I am moving, and moving has been a lot. It's been very stressful and also exciting, and so much to look forward to. The move itself kind of came up on us out of nowhere, unfortunately. We were in a situation where we had to end our lease early, and we are moving now, and that makes me very sad but also happy. It makes me sad because we have been in this beautiful apartment not too long, but I've come to call it my home, and I feel like when I call a place my home, it gets really hard for me to say goodbye. I don't know if that stems from childhood or what it is, but when I was younger, I moved around a lot too, and it was always difficult for me to move just because I would grow attached to the place that I was in. And I feel like now, fast forward into my adult life, whenever I do have to move, I also get filled with nostalgia and just feelings of I'm really gonna miss this place, so that's been hard for me. And at the same time, it's exciting because we're gonna be closer to so many more friends. Not that we aren't close to friends right now, we are, and I'm so grateful to have these friends nearby. And at the same time, I'm very excited for the new location that we are moving to because we will have so many more friends over there. And not just that, we're gonna be near the beach, which I'm so happy and excited about. And we'll be by a bunch of stores that I love, like Aritzia and Indigo and all those amazing stores, Home Sense, all that. I literally cannot wait. Everything is at a walking distance, which is amazing. And I mean, right now I live in Vancouver. Everything is pretty much walking distance if you live in the city, which is amazing. You don't need a car. But where we are going, it's going to be even more in the city, so it'll be perfect. But where we're moving to is city slash suburb type of feel, which I love even more. So yeah, I am so excited. I can't wait to be there. I just want to be there already. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you are waiting to get somewhere and you're just oh God, I just want to be there. I want to be there now. I want to close my eyes and just feel that I'm there. So that's kind of the feeling in the situation that I'm in. And yeah, I feel better talking about this, just like letting all of that out. But yeah, moving is definitely like a monster itself. And also when you work full time, because I work full time and so does my boyfriend, it is so complicated and so hard because I want to perform well at work, make sure that I'm like on top of everything, and at the same time I need to make time for packing and making sure that I have like all the deadlines that we want to meet for the move met on time, and everything else, you know, it's just a lot, like wanting to find time to work out when I'm like, wait, but I need to pack and I need to do this, and then selling things and coordinating like meetups with people that I'm selling things to. It's just very, very overwhelming. I wish I had an assistant at this time, but I also feel like, you know what, I got this. I'm a boss girl. I've been through so much, and this is not a monster I cannot conquer. So yeah, that is basically the mess of my life right now. Another thing that I have been wanting to talk about is just like my trouble with people pleasing. I am and have always been such a huge people pleaser. Like, it's something that I have always struggled with. I think because growing up, one, I am the oldest daughter, so I've always felt this like sense of responsibility to not just please, but make sure that like go beyond and make sure that people are okay, that other people's needs are met and taken care of. It's just something that has always like fallen on my shoulders, and I've always assumed that position growing up, and now that I'm an adult, you know, I think it's a very important skill to have because I feel like a very refined emotional intelligence skill, but at the same time, it's like a double-edged sword because I feel like I am sword. I feel like I'm always thinking about helping other people and making sure other people are okay, and it gets to the point that at times I overlook my needs. And even when it's in situations of standing up for myself, like very simple situations where I could easily be like, hey, you know, that's not okay with me, or I don't like that, or just expressing some kind of disagreement, because I'm always in agreement with people. It's so hard, it's so difficult for me, and I'm very excited because I am going to therapy. I have an amazing therapist. I love her so much. She's been helping me make changes in my life that I've been wanting to make, and obviously these changes are not overnight, and they don't just go away because I go to one therapy session and that's it. I have to constantly be working on on myself and on all of these changes that I want to happen. But it's just part of life. I feel like there's always gonna be a lesson that you need to, I guess, relive over and over until you have mastered it. Kind of like a video game, you know? Like once you achieve a certain level and you beat the boss, and then you go to another level, you're like, okay, like I've gotten these skills that I worked so hard for, and now that I have them, you know, I'm gonna find even harder bosses to fight. And this topic of people pleasing kind of goes into the next one that I want to talk about, which is self-esteem. That's something that I've also been trying to work on. I feel like I'm already confident, like I believe in myself and all that, but there are times where when I fail on myself, or I just like let myself down, you know, whether it's a situation with people pleasing or there's something that I really want to do and I don't accomplish it, like my self-esteem goes down a lot, and I'm trying to work on that and be like, okay, no, don't let this crumble you. You know, it's something that happened, but it doesn't define you. It's just something that you need to work on or practice, you know, whatever it is that I'm going through. And I'm trying to just like view it in a way where instead of crumbling myself down, I will view it as like a lesson and be like, okay, this is what went wrong, and I feel this way, which is showing me that I need to accomplish XYZ to feel this way, which is how I want to feel. I don't know if that makes sense, but it is something that's been really helpful for me, and something I've been trying with my therapist that I've been loving a lot is kind of like journaling about how I relate to specific emotions and specific situations, and how I would like to relate to those emotions and situations. And it's helped me kind of form my own journal prompts, I guess, for experiences that I am living, because I feel like this can be applied to so many things. And I feel like it's helped me just kind of break through and find things that are genuinely helpful to my growth as a person. So an example of this is, say that, I don't know, I have a goal that I want to make all of these videos, or I want to accomplish this specific thing in my career, and I end up not doing it, or I do it but it doesn't, you know, reach my expectation, or it doesn't lead to the result that I was hoping for. Usually, like, I would experience whatever it was that happened, and then I would take that as feedback of, okay, you are not good enough, you suck, and you're never gonna get or achieve the things that you want. And then, to make things worse, I don't know why I do this or why we do this to ourselves, but I will compare my success in that area, or my failure, to other people who are doing the same thing and are, what it seems like, killing it in that field or whatever it is that I want to be doing. And then I feel even worse and it's horrible. I hate that, because then I end up carrying this, like, not just this feeling of failure, but it's like a physical pain in my body that I'm like, wow, it sucks to feel this way, you know? And so what I'm doing now instead is I'm taking that feedback from my so-called failure and taking it kind of as like, because, okay, to put it into context, I'm an animator. And I love my job. It's really cool. And something that we do is called dailies. So in dailies, you sit in with a bunch of other animators, and one lead animator will critique your shots and give you feedback and let you know what is working, what isn't, if it's, you know, holding up to what the director wants and the overall story, and what you could do to make your shot even more appealing. And so I was thinking, okay, what if I do that, but with my failures? Like, what if I sit down and I practice as if, you know, I were the lead animator or lead person in my life, talking to the other emotions in my scope of myself, I guess. And I talk to them as if they were animators, and I tell them, okay, you know, I see what you're doing here, but it's not working, you know, for the overall big picture. So why don't you try this instead? And y'all, it literally has helped me so much in like stepping back and seeing how each emotion plays a vital part in my overall feeling of failure, and making sure that I'm actually doing something productive and constructive with my emotions and putting it into work that I can do that will lead to an even better outcome. If you've seen Inside Out, you know that inside of the little girl's head is like where all of the emotions are, and I like to imagine that happening in my space, so in my head. So I'll have, you know, anger, I'll have sadness, jealousy, happiness, and I'll imagine each of these emotions as individuals. And when I'm journaling and I'm like, okay, what is it that I'm feeling? You know, what emotion is talking here? What are they saying? What are they trying to make me realize here? And what is the end goal that I want to achieve with this emotion? So hopefully this makes sense, but it genuinely has helped me just to step back and kind of relate to each emotion and realize that each emotion has a purpose. You know, each emotion is there to tell me something that is either not okay, that something's wrong, and that I need to fix it. Or, you know, in the case of feeling happy, it shows me feedback of, okay, you know, this made me feel really good. I want to remember how I felt and what I did or what happened in this circumstance so that I can go back into my archive of emotions, and the next time I go through something similar, I kind of have like a blueprint of what I need to do to get to that feeling of everything's okay, I'm doing what I want to do, I'm doing the work, and I'm achieving the things that I want to achieve, and in turn it's helping my self-esteem. So yeah, that is the work that I've been doing, and I'm very grateful for this challenge in my life, because I feel that oftentimes life is not at all what you expect, and you have to learn to pivot and just kind of realize, okay, you're not always going to get exactly what you want, but there's always silver linings, there's always so many things to be grateful for and so many lessons to learn that can in turn help you get to and realize the things that you want to accomplish. So yeah, that's my that's my pep talk and kind of like my deep work that I've done on journaling and self-esteem, and it's really been helping me so much. And lastly, I wanted to talk about my interests and just like how, oh, there's my kitty. I don't know if you can see her little booty. Hi. She's so cute. She's sleeping right next to me. But yeah, I wanted to talk about how like I seem to have so many interests in so many things, and it can be hard to kind of narrow down these interests into one thing. It's something that I've always struggled with. I don't know if anybody else has this similar experience, but for example, I am an animator and I love what I do, and at the same time there's so many times where I wish that I would be on a different path, where I could be, you know, like a public figure, or I could be somebody in social media, or someone in food. I don't know, there's just so many things that I am so interested in, and I feel like I never genuinely give myself the chance to get really good at one thing, which in turn makes me like an amateur at so many things. I feel that's kind of like the same thing that happens on my YouTube channel. I love making videos, but the problem is that I love making videos about so many things that I feel that my channel is just a little bit scattered everywhere, and so I never genuinely get really good at making videos about a specific thing. I don't know that it matters if I should be focusing on one thing or not. Maybe I haven't even found the thing that I'm meant to be doing on this channel. But I want to stop being hard on myself when it comes to that. I want to be able to say, okay, I filmed a video, you know, on 10 ways to wear this cute skirt, and upload it and feel happy about it, and then the next video could be a video about, I don't know, art or something like that doesn't necessarily relate to the previous video, but it does relate to my overall interests as a creator. So that's something that I'm like learning to get comfortable with and not be so hard on myself about, because I think it is really cool to have so many interests and to be somebody that's so open to learning so many things. I genuinely think that it's an important skill to be able to be adaptable like that. It's helped me so much in my life. But yeah, I think that I'm kind of still figuring out this space. But for those who do watch my videos, I really do hope that you enjoy them and that you find some kind of comfort in them, or that they make you laugh or smile or just make your day better. That's like my main goal with these videos. I want to entertain people, and I also want people to feel relaxed and happy and just find a place that they can escape to. So anyways, that is basically it. That's everything I wanted to talk about. I know it's a lot of different random things, and I feel like I opened up a lot, so hopefully you've gotten to know me a little bit more. But yeah, I just want you to know that I'm really grateful for you to be here, to stick around and watch this video. I hope that it was helpful, and if you're struggling with any of the things that I mentioned, let me know how you're coping, and if there's anything that's helped you in your journey. That would be amazing to know. For now, I will see you in my next video, and I can't wait. Adios. Say bye.